It's the start of a new week, and there's a lot happening right here on DXB Today.
Hello and welcome. Hope you've had a good weekend. Now today we're talking about well-being and healthy lifestyles, which of course is my specialist subject, as you can probably tell.
And we've got some of the best in the business here with us to talk about those food and fitness changes that can help you live a healthier and better lifestyle.
Because that's what we're doing in Jenna, isn't it? We've embraced a healthy lifestyle.
I've genuinely got one of those meal plans, so I don't have to do any cooking and I don't have to count any calories. And it is not yet working.
The plan being breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
I actually just want something to get me into the gym lifestyle, for sure, because I do not like that at all.
Couple of weeks on DXB Today, you'll be there. Don't you worry about
Hopefully
that. And please don't forget that there's a brand new competition. It's up on our socials at the moment. This time we've gone even bigger. I know, Hollywood royalty bigger on this occasion. Before we get on to any of that, more on that a little later on. Time now for us to find out who is co-hosting with us this Monday evening. Let's head to the stairs and say hello to today's guest co-host.
Hello everyone, my name is Mithun Sarkar. I'm a clinical dietitian and I'm so excited to be here.
Just the person we need to sort us out. And if anyone can get us to commit to the change and those healthy habits that we were just talking about a few moments ago, it is Mithun, who is very well known around town. In fact, she's joining us now as well. Mithun, how lovely to see you. Great to have you back with us today.
Yes.
We haven't really committed to a change of lifestyle in January.
Speak for yourself.
It's January. Everyone has made their resolutions. What are you guys doing?
I've been to the gym.
How many times?
Twice in January.
I got you beat. I've been there once.
It's one more than last year. So tell us, Mithun, because I'm actually really interested in this.
Yeah.
What is more important when it comes to living a healthier lifestyle, not just getting bigger muscle-wise? Is it food or is it working out?
I'm always going to be biased towards food. 80% of your good health and your abs are made in the kitchen.
That's true. That is true.
And the 20 to 30% is, of course, you have to be physically active. So you have to exercise and you have to sleep well. I think we don't prioritize sleep at all. We have to sleep 7-8 hours a night.
Yeah, you should ask Tom about that. I don't think the man's ever slept.
Take less stress.
So, Mithun, we will, just on the back of what you're saying there about all things fitness, let's just hold on a moment, because I think we might need to introduce someone who can professionally weigh in on that debate. And who better than our next guest? He's an Emirati who's been performing at both the national and the regional and the international level recently. He's now moulding the future of global wrestling right here in the UAE. We introduce Mohammed Saif, who goes by his wrestling name, Mohammed the Shaheen Saif. Shaheen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I saw you there nodding away to the healthy lifestyle.
Introduction.
Well, you take it, that's quite right. I'm sure it's nothing like the ones you get into the ring itself. Yeah?
Those give me more goosebumps than this, to say the least.
Listen, of all the challenges you can set yourself, why wrestling?
I always grew up watching the sport. I admired the sport, looked up to many of my childhood heroes, and I kind of didn't find anyone I can identify with. So growing up in the Middle East, basically being from Dubai, I wanted to be that representative on a global stage and give back to the kids who want to find someone from the region that they can identify with.
Amazing. Shaheen, can we ask why the name Shaheen? Why is that your wrestling name?
So Shaheen basically is a falcon, and it embodies speed and strength when you look at the falcon itself. And that's my in-ring style when it comes to wrestling itself. You should come down to one of our shows and see for yourself.
Have you got a signature move?
It's a backflip onto my opponent.
Go on then.
No. Let's do it then.
I mean, I'm down, but I don't think we're insured for that.
We can see it now.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
This is you in the ring. Where was this one?
Woo!
It's in Warehouse 4 in Al Quoz.
That is incredible. So, Shaheen, tell me, everyone knows that wrestling, you know, Are we allowed to push all that? Are we still pretending that this type of wrestling is real, or is it a performance?
It's more of a performance aspect. There's more of a performance aspect to it because, as you know, athletes always have to push themselves to be better. It's a matter of who goes longest, who goes farthest, who can do better moves, who can do this, who can tell a better story. So there's so many things combined together. As long as I, as a wrestler, manage to keep you in your seat or keep you gasping the whole time, I've done my job.
Yeah.
So to have that, I basically embodied a very healthy lifestyle to keep that in the ring as well.
So we were actually, guys, you all don't know, Shaheen is vegan, and how challenging that can be for a wrestler whose nutrition requirements are pretty high in protein, and then he chose to follow a vegan lifestyle. So Shaheen, somebody who's an Emirati and loves to eat meat. In the beginning, I'm sure you grew up eating meat, kebabs. How was the transition? I believe you went cold turkey.
Yes, I did. It's a matter of health, wellness, sustainability, and compassion.
Yeah.
So we can either sit back and watch the global population grow and be happy with the consequences, or we can all do something together.
Can vegans go cold turkey or no?
That's what I was. I mean, I meet a lot of clients who were carnivores.
Cold tofu.
So I used to be a huge wrestling fan. I used to watch WWE SmackDown all the time, love Batista. But I always wondered, with the performance, how do you train yourself to not get hurt in the ring?
That's the challenging aspect of it. There's a lot of training that goes into it. There's a lot of work and effort that goes into being safe and keeping your opponent safe, and basically just maintain the safety aspect of it. And I'm sure growing up, every time you saw a big move or a crazy move, you ask yourself, is that guy okay?
Exactly.
So there's that element to it.
I'd actually like to go back to the fact that you're living this lifestyle as a vegan, because a lot of people I know who are thinking not about doing wrestling, but bodybuilding, going to the gym, they say they can't do a vegan lifestyle because it limits the amount of protein. Have you noticed that it's hard to struggle? It's a struggle to keep up with people who are taking a meat diet?
I mean, they can come down to our shows and watch. You know?
Obviously, it's not holding you back.
What's the abs and what's hiding
right
underneath this stuff.
If you work on the right kind of combinations
of
foods,
I'm currently
you can
eating
definitely
meat.
achieve your protein
I don't think I
goals.
could take Shaheen on, though, so let's leave it at
I'd
that.
pay a ticket for that, though. That'd be a good one, you know?
You'd do anything to watch me get beaten up, Tom.
Not that you wouldn't get beaten up, you know. It'd just be a little bit of a schooling, surely, wouldn't it? Listen, you've set yourself the goal of inspiring younger generations to see all that wrestling can bring. Is that working, and is that something that you're going to work on in the years to come?
I'm so grateful to be living my dreams, and the journey has just begun. And I think having Dubai and the international stage as a launch pad, I'd be able to achieve more and more. And that's why we're here. We just want to get the message across and send it out and tell people that there is wrestling in Dubai, and there is an Emirati wrestler, and there is a wrestling scene that is thriving, and it's projected to just even grow further.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shaheen. Don't go anywhere, because when we're back, we're going to be talking to an Olympian skater and checking out how Doha has been cooking up a storm with Chef Kunar Kapoor. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, one and all. Now, we know how we Dubaiites love our gyms, obviously. But what really makes one better than the other? I know what stands out for me, but what stands out for you, Tom?
Oh, easy, Faris.
Don't say it. I know what you want to say. Don't say it.
What stands out? A nice steam room?
members.
Nice steam room. That'll do it. Listen. Who knows? We're definitely at different life stages.
Don't say that, Tom.
No, I know. I'm just 3 years ahead.
Yeah.
Sure, that's right. Listen, let's ask pros, shall we? All this chat of fitness is making me quite tired today. To tell us a little bit more about this, we're joined by none other than a 3-time Olympian, sports pundit on the BBC amongst many other channels, personal trainer to the stars, nutritional coach and co-founder of Raw Fitness, Sarah Lindsay. What a pleasure. Sarah, thanks so much indeed for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, I hail from the UK. Raw Fitness is a phenomenon that has obviously been associated with so many celebrities, so many big names in the UK, in London. Why Dubai?
I think we always wanted to go abroad. We always wanted to move international, and we weren't quite sure where. We looked at loads of different places actually, and then we ended up spending some extended time here in lockdown. I know, we just got grounded, flights cancelled and we were stuck, and we ended up spending longer
Worst
here.
places to be,
I know, it was okay, we managed. And then we just fell in love with the place. So yeah, we just decided one day, and we came over, we looked at a few properties. We actually picked the first one that we found, put an offer in. It didn't take long.
And opened a couple of days ago.
Yeah, exactly. 3 days old.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Was it easy for you to start your business in Dubai?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
So it took me 2.5 years to negotiate the lease for my last place in London, and it took about 2 weeks here.
Great.
So it was super fast, actually. And it's it's a really welcoming community. And I think it's very quick to network. So we had lots of help and lots of people advising and pointing us in the right direction. So that was nice.
And
Now,
you've been
sorry. No, go ahead.
And you've been you've been 3-time Olympian. And would you like to tell us about your eating plan those days and now that you've retired? Like you said, you mentioned you retired.
Literally two completely opposite ends of the spectrum. You know, I was eating 6,000 calories back then, and at 40 plus years old, you definitely can't get away with that anymore. But also eating for very different reasons, eating purely for performance. And actually health wasn't particularly important to us back then, which is crazy when you think about it, but you only care about performing at your next training session. So then when I retired and I started considering my health more, then obviously my food choices changed dramatically.
Yeah, sure.
And is that something that comes across in your mantra when it comes to fitness? And do we have the mindset here with your clients in Dubai to make a change, a lifestyle change?
Absolutely. I think it's a very healthy place in general. You know, there's always sort of swings and roundabouts with those things for sure. But I do think people really care about their health and fitness here. Yeah. So you don't have to convince people that they should. People just want to know how, which is a little different to London.
Which comes to my question, because I love to eat food, but I don't like going to the gym. So what do you recommend to kind of make someone who doesn't like to exercise start to love exercising and the gym lifestyle?
I think you have to find something. It doesn't have to be the gym, right? Obviously, I'm biased towards the gym because I own gyms. But it doesn't have to be the gym. It just has to be something that you enjoy, and find something that you enjoy for whatever reason, whether it's social or something, you know, a sport maybe, but just anything that keeps you going. If you're going to enjoy it and then you'll go back the next day, then it's more likely to become part of your habit and everyday life.
You know, Melissa, she was mentioning to me outside that she's got some special programs for women. She'll make it very easy for you and you'll have amazing transformation.
We do. We do have really good transformations, and it is one of the things that we're known for, these before and after pictures. But I understand completely how hard it is for somebody to go into the gym, and I mean, what do? You don't know what to do with those if you've never done it before. So I think most people do need help, which is obviously where we come in.
Well, can you please tell us a little bit about Raw? Because we've been hearing a lot about this. We're quite excited for it. Can you shed some light on it?
So we're a private personal training gym. So it's only people training with their personal trainers. So it's not just open to the public. But that means that it's always special and exclusive. You can always access the equipment and deliver the program as it was designed. So you don't have to wait for 5 minutes to get on something because somebody's in the way. You know, the program's then completely changed. So it's kind of fancy. But yeah, it's a really nice environment to work out in.
Nothing wrong with fancy fitness,
fancy
is there?
We like fancy.
People embrace that here for sure.
All the best with the new venture
Thank
here.
you
I'm sure
very
it'll be a roaring success. Sorry, I know, dad joke. But Sarah, thank you. Thanks so much indeed for being with us. And thanks for joining us on DXB Today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you found Sarah and Mitten's words as insightful as we have. Now, our very own Daha has been taking cooking tips from Chef Kunal Kapoor, and they've been cooking up a storm. Take a look.
So I'm a decent cook, but it doesn't always turn out like what it's supposed to look like or even taste like. So let's get professional help. And who else to help me rather than Chef Kunal Kapoor at his brand new restaurant in Dubai Hills Mall. It's going to hopefully save dinner. Chef Kunal, thank you so much for having us. It's lovely to meet you. I was really looking forward to this so that you could help me save dinner. But before you help me save dinner, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I think I picked up on the trade of cooking and culinary early on. But as I started studying it, I had this natural affiliation, love and passion for cooking, and that kind of developed as I moved on. I'm somebody who always try and do something different all the time. So sometimes it's television, sometimes it's researching on food, sometimes it's travel, and with all of that, there is always a restaurant that I try and hook myself onto so that I don't run away too far. And here we are with my brand new restaurant, Pin Code in Dubai Hills Malls.
Tell us, what are we cooking today?
A lot of things, but specifically for you, I have something which is something in a known zone. Ooh. It's like a hummus, but we've got to flavor it with a little bit of chaat spices.
My mouth is absolutely watering, so let's get into it. I love the colors.
Thank you.
Tell me what we're making.
Here are the chickpeas. You'll see they're a little darker shade.
Yeah.
That's because we've added some pepper and some turmeric while we're boiling the chickpeas.
Oh, okay.
So that the shade is a little darker. So this already has a bit of seasoning. What I'm adding, mango powder. Just adding some raw onions.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. These are green chilies. This is pomegranate.
Oh, wow.
Some chopped coriander. If you like bagdunas, you can use bagdunas as well. This is a namkeen. I have some chutneys. Now, this is a mixed berry chutney.
Wow.
This is passion fruit. This is tamarind.
I love tamarind.
And a hint of mint. Mint and raw mango, actually. Now, a good old mix.
Wow.
So here's a little crispy bread. So what you need to do is just dig it in like you would eat hummus.
Oh, it looks too pretty to eat, Chef.
Sorry, I didn't wait for you. I just leave.
It's okay. That's what we're here for. That is delicious. My mom is going to be so impressed.
Yep.
I'm definitely getting brownie points. That was absolutely delicious. Chef Kunal and I made chaat hummus, which was, mouth-watering. I'll definitely be trying to make it again. Or actually, but yeah, I'll just come back here to Pin Code at Dubai Hills Mall and get yourself a strawberry daiquiri as well.
Wow. Dua is getting some skills out there, and I think she definitely needs to cook up something for us. Now, we have loved having you on, Mithun.
Thank you.
But we're going to test if you were paying attention on the show today, because
oh my God.
we are doing our quiz. So we're going to have 60 seconds on the clock. But before we get into that, I want to talk about last week's leaderboard, because this is the second week. And if we take a look at it, Scott Armstrong is still going strong with 9 correct answers. He's the one to beat.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Do you think you can do it, Mithun?
I can't even see it.
You can't
see
even
the
see
screen.
it.
You don't need to see that. You just need to nail
You just need to answer as many questions as you can in 60 seconds.
Okay,
Are you ready?
because I wasn't paying attention last week's show. So.
Well, it's all going to be about today's show.
Okay, today's show.
Let's
That's
hope
fine.
you were paying attention.
Let's try.
Okay, we're going to start your 60-second timer in 3, 2, 1. What is the name of Chef Kunal Kapoor's restaurant featured in today's show? Is it Pin Code or Salt and Pepper?
Pin Code.
Is correct. What classic Middle Eastern dip did Chef Kunal teach our reporter to put a twist on? Baba ganoush or hummus?
Hummus.
Is there a correct answer? Which mall is Chef Kapoor's new restaurant located in?
Dubai Hills.
That's correct. One last Kunal Kapoor question. Where is he from, Pakistan or India?
India.
That's right. Which sport is our guest Mohammed Saif a part of, boxing or wrestling?
Wrestling.
Is correct. What name does Mohammed go by in the wrestling ring?
Shaheen.
Shaheen is the right answer. Now, here's a trick one. Is he a vegetarian or a vegan?
He's vegan.
He is vegan. Sarah Lindsay has participated how many times in the Olympics?
3 times.
Is the right answer. Which news broadcasting service does Sarah do a podcast on? Eurosport or BBC?
BBC.
Is the right answer. What is the name of this quiz? DXB in 60 or 60 in 60?
60 and 60.
Is not the right answer. What is the name of the man to your left?
Tom.
All right. What is the name of the lady to your left?
Maita.
What is the name of my name?
Forrest.
That is correct. And we still have a question. What is the name of the producer of DXB Today?
Reem El-Houni.
That is the right answer. And at the end of that,
All right, not bad.
Oh my gosh, top of the leaderboard. Maybe because you got a few easy questions from me.
No, it wasn't easy. Come on.
But you are so quick. You have 11 points. You are at the top of the leaderboard,
Yay!
beating the record by 3 points. Congratulations.
Super. Thank you so much.
We've loved having you on.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Tamit, and congratulations to you. That is an amazing score. She's obviously been paying attention throughout proceedings as well. Listen, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're giving away headliner Coca-Cola Arena tickets, and this time it's a big one. Hans Zimmer live in Dubai. So don't go anywhere.
We're back, and we're with Sudanese singer-songwriter Jindi, who combines elements of funk, soul, pop, R&B, and even reggae, along with dancehall. Jindi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Now, I've seen you perform before. You're absolutely fantastic. Who is your musical inspiration, would you say?
I have so many to name, but like I grew up watching like a lot of reggae, Bob Marley, and like Michael Jackson and Muhammad Wardi, you know, stuff from my home country, and yeah, it's a blend of everything basically, you know.
Amazing. And if you had to pick one of those that you most follow the style of, who would you say it is?
I would say I'm defining a new style called the Fire style. This is by Jindi, this, you know.
And obviously you perform here in the UAE. What is your favourite thing about the UAE music scene in general?
I mean, like I've been, you know, like crazy, so I think the diversity and like what, you know, like other nationalities are here, you know, like I'd love to always like collaborate and like, you know, just blend in different styles in my music, you know, and collaborate as much as I can basically.
Well, we can't wait to jam out with you in a little bit, all right?
Let's go, man.
We're going to get ready with some Jindi Fire coming very soon. But first, before we get to any of that, Tom, I believe you have an announcement, don't you?
Well, in fact, I do, Faris. You're quite right there. A reminder, in fact, that we've got perhaps the greatest living composer, the one and only Hans Zimmer, right here in Dubai next weekend. Hans Zimmer, don't get much bigger.
I love Hans Zimmer, one of my favorite composers and an Oscar nominee and winner, 2-time winner, actually.
I should mention that Maytha isn't pretending to be a big fan of everything we're talking about on the show. She genuinely loves wrestling, she loves Hans Zimmer, and we've loved having you on again.
Well, thank you for it's really exciting being here with you guys, and looking forward to what's happening now. Hans Zimmer, master classes, and him performing live for us for the first time ever is such a brilliant thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive night. In fact, they have doubled the nights. So it was meant to be a single night, but they made it 2 now as well because of that demand. And guess what? You and a friend can be there in person through our very special competition. The details are up on our socials, so get there now on Dubai One TV page. Get there, check it out. That's about it from the DXB Today team. Maytha, thank you very much indeed to you.
Thank you for having me, Tom.
Faris, thank you very much indeed.
Always a pleasure, Tom.
We will see you same place, same time tomorrow, 8:30. For now, though, that man over there. Let's hand over to Jindi. Jindi, take it away.
Woo! Yeah, this one goes to all the champions out there. It's dream making right here. Let's go. I was born with the fire, can't pull me out. See me going up high and I'm still down, no doubt. All I do is inspire, look at them singing crowds. Like an amplifier, we pump the volume down. Say, take the feed right now, do the champion dance, make the whole world get to know. When the fire start to rise, take it way up high like a witch for the sky limb. You a champion now with the fire on the ground. Everybody wanna get to know it. Sing the tune out loud till the sun come down and the whole world is cheering for you. Let's go. yeah, you know it. Got the fire and you gotta show it. Come and light it up and let it burn. You can never win if you never learn. Yalla, yalla, baby, we're on our way to victory.